Hey y'all, thanks for checking out the Ebony Peddler. I, like 80% of the rest of the country, am sick, but here I am doing a video. So what I want to show you is, with the introduction of outfits um, and my renewed interest in furnishing recipes, I've started collecting those, and I want to show you a run in case you're not familiar with it. One of the best dungeons to get um, furniture recipes. They have a ton of urns. Plus, it's just fun. I really dig the atmosphere in this dungeon. So where we're at is Orsinium, and I'm also going to show you. It's not so much hidden, but I make this part of my daily routine. If you haven't seen the Morrowind or you're not familiar with the cave that has urns in it, make sure you check that video out. I make this part of my urn run whenever I'm gaming because Old Orsinium takes you about 15-20 minutes to run once you get used to it. Um, it's soloable, and you know it has a nice little section of farming. And if you watch my other videos, you know I dig farming. Always looking for that ethereal dust, right? I happen to see a node over here that I'm going to go grab one I haven't seen before. So basically, again, this is the DLC. So when you get to the way shrine over here, you're going to be heading west, right? So um, what we're going to do now, there is combat in this one. This is not like the honeypot where we're just shooting by there and looking to just farm straight up. What we're doing here is really our goal is to get to that old Orsinium, but we're gonna take a little bit of a detour um, to go ahead and grab. Yeah, I know you're laughing at me because I'm taking butterflies, but butterfly wings sell for 50 gold, so it's all about alchemy. You don't get a ton of them, but hey, man, everything sells. That's what's so great about this game. It all sells. So we've got a couple of bears here, and I'm going to get these nodes real quick um, before someone else comes along and grabs them, right? Just so you know where we are, we're kind of off the track for Old Orsinium, but we're in this area down here, right? We're going up here, but these bears can drop leather, so why not, right? I know I've said this in a couple of my other videos, but I have started to, or I've switched back recently to stamina, not because I didn't like the damage with the Magica Nightblade. The damage was great, playability was super easy, pretty mindless. I just hate not being able to run fast and running out of stamina. It just, this build takes a little bit of work, and you got to pay a little bit more attention to it. But in the long run, I'm okay with it. If I can move quickly and not run out of stamina so often, I'll be good with it. We'll get the hang of it. Alright, so up here, I usually head down here. I always loot the water. You can skip it if you want. There's a chest there, so why not? All about the ore. You never know. That one node you skip is going to be the node that drops the ethereal dust, guys. I'm telling you. Get them all. So just... Alright, so just so you can see where we are, we're right here. We're still on the path, Okay, you're going to keep going west. Okay, you can get turned around a little bit in here, and that's alright. I've abandoned my spammable handheld. I hate when that does that. Alright, so as you can see, there's a couple of nodes over here. Once the AoE goes away, I know you guys have run into that too, it's frustrating, but it is what it is. So as you can see, just on the way up there, there's a ton of nodes up in here, right? And like I was telling you earlier, these nodes, because it isn't directly on the path to Old Orsinium, every once in a while you'll find people in here, but these nodes, either they're doing the same thing we're doing right now, which is just on their way through farming them and they're not coming right back to them. I almost always find these things populated, right? They're all popped, ready to go. I'm always finding a new one that I didn't have before. So just for you guys on console, right? I'm mindful of you guys on console. Head west, take your time in here, right? And look for the nodes. You know, on console, I have not played it on console, but I can imagine having the keen eye is critical if you're going to farm, because I feel for you guys not having harvest maps, you know. So always make your rounds, take your time. There's no hurry in this game, right? Do your thing. There isn't really a run per se. I mean, you may come up with one, but you know, like I said, get your money's worth out of it, because that one time that yellow drops for you, you're gonna take it. Well, and plus, you know, I was doing a video earlier today, and Deshaun got a Kuda, right? That's 3,000 gold, just for taking the time to do it. So now the way to Old Orsinium, just so you know, okay, we're up in here, and there's going to be a little path that winds right through here. Torch bugs, right? Thorax. It's real. Stop laughing. You should farm them too when you run by. Why not? There's one right there, 30 gold. Again, this stamina build's gonna take me some getting used to for me. I've been struggling with it, because I've been playing Nightblade for like 300 champion levels, and I'm just gonna take a peek up here, see if there's anything. No, these are ready to go. And it has taken some getting used to. It's only been a couple of days with it, and I'm starting to get better. All right, so here I'm gonna switch my skill out a little bit. Let's see. To put back surprise attack. So that. Okay, so Old Orsinium, if you haven't run this before, the first section is outdoors. When you first do the quest, you'll have to open the door to get the keys. Once you've done that, get the sequence. There are videos online that'll show you what the sequence is. Don't mess around with it too long. look the video up so you get the sequence down. I'll show you where those steps are as we pass through. Once you've done it once, you don't have to worry about it. It's really the inner chambers where you want to get to. Okay, excuse me. A little bit of a cold. So, here's the first inner section, which will lead to the outdoor section. Doesn't really matter which way you go. They're both about the same distance. Well, my rotation is terrible. Apologies for the terrible. This is what I mean, you know, the Nightblade, I imagine I'll get used to this eventually, but the Nightblade, the problem I had was, just all the times I'd run out of stamina, and then you've got to walk, and, it just didn't play nice with me. I know, you're watching the video, thanks for taking the time to watch. Okay, so, we're outdoors, so what we're going to do, the path is laid out for you. You can't really get lost. You can take shortcuts. So I'll show you. We're just going to try and burn through these as quickly as possible. All of the bosses in here are soloable. I've been running this for 100 or so CP level, and I'm 544 now. So, if you're over 300 or something like that. Plus, I almost always run into people up here. So, even if you have to tag along with somebody, not that big a deal. And like I said, the inner part of this is just, I just dig the atmosphere to it. It's just an awesome vibe. Alright. Oh, did I just run past the entrance? Yes, I did. I think I just ran past it. Sorry about that. Oh, I didn't. It's right down here. Ugh. But these all drop leather, so while we're at it. Alright. Shoot up here because this is kind of a shortcut. So this is the door to the inner chamber right here. So you see this person is doing the quest. These things are going to light up, and you got to do them in a sequence, which frankly I don't really remember. I apologize. There are videos out there, but once you know it, you're going to go into the interior. Now, just so you know on the map where that is, it's right here. Okay. So once you go in here, this is where it gets kind of cool. Okay. So, where we're at is here, and we're going to shoot. Now, there are some bosses in here. I'm not going to bother with that, but there are some urns in here. This is the area you want to get to. Apologize for the sniffles. I don't know if any of you guys have got the flu. The cold, it is brutal this year. Alright, so we're going to fly by, see if we can't get in there. like I said though, you know, a lot of people know about this public dungeon, and it's got a cool factor too. So now the key thing is, see these things? Now this guy just ran right by him, right? You want to grab all these things because these are the ones that are going to drop furniture recipes, food recipes. There are urns all over the place in this public dungeon, right? Plus, you're going to get good experience. It's nothing super hard. The bosses are all, I don't know what the term is, but they've got those 2 bars. There's nothing super hard about this, as long as you're a pretty good CP level. And I would say even if you're lower CP, give it a shot. It isn't unlikely that you won't run into somebody, find some help. And that's one of the cool things about ESO, is that, you know, they make it so that, you know, nobody gets mad if you help them out, right? I mean, the way they've done experience, there's no stealing mobs, you know, for experience or anything like that. It's pretty cool. So just see, we're going on here. I'm going to skip this area because I'm not really interested in the gear that drops here. You know, but we will kill some bosses in this video. Key thing is to grab those urns, right? There's another green recipe. You know, green is like, yeah, okay. But, I mean, if you're crafting and you get into the houses and stuff like that, stop laughing, I know. You know, you want to be able to craft that stuff. So, it's always cool to be able to make that stuff yourself. Alright, so always be looking for that, the urns. Now we're getting to the cool area. And the key thing is, don't rush through this, right? If you get grouped with somebody, that's cool, right? Group with them, but don't let them push you through. I mean, a lot of people in this game have run this dungeon on their own. They know it by heart. They don't need the furniture, whatever the reason, right? Don't let it take away from your experience, right? So, you know, if somebody asks you to group and you want to take your time, you know, just say, hey, do you mind if I loot the urns? Are you in a hurry? My first time, just be up front with them. You know, they'll let you know. Nah, I'm trying to do it daily, or you know, whatever their reason is for being there. If they don't want to take the time to do it, that's cool, right? You know, it's an awesome community in ESO. At least my experience has been. It's just been great players. So you want to be on the lookout for these urns, right? That's what we're looking for. And you will get used to where they're located. But okay, so flesh flies I don't always loot. But if I think of it and I run by the butterflies or those, the glow bugs, they're mine. I probably, though, should spare you guys, right? If you're taking the time to watch my video. Alright. So this is where, this hallway, or actually this isn't the area. This is the zone. You know what? This video's run a little bit long. So what I'm going to do is, after I kill these, I'm going to show you, I'll show you the place I actually come here for. So we're going to skip that one. There's a boss up there. There's not a ton of urns, though. The one I want to show you is actually down here. So, down here, we're going to go to the other wing. If you want to go to that wing, it is very cool. But the whole point of this was to show you the area that has, it's like a dream hallway. take this mob out. This boss can drop um, um, armor motifs, so you do want to kill her. Nothing that time. But the Briarheart can sell too. At least on PC it does. Don't forget your urns. Okay? So once you've taken her out, okay, kill these or not. There are some urns over there. Again, I know this is, I appreciate if you've stuck around this long. Listen to me blabber. Alright. This is the area here. Stairs. Okay, a couple of urns here. So, there are two things you can do. I don't think I'm going to have enough time for this video, but in here is where the group event is, and it also has a room with a ton of urns. I tell you what, I'm going to do that anyway, and that way if you want to see it, you can stick around. But the key one I want to show you is up in here, in case you guys want to stop watching now. So if you come to this area, so let me just back up a little bit, just so you can see. So I'll get back here so you can see the map. So you come in through here, make your way across here. Once you go into this area, the hallway with the urns, and there are actually a ton of urns in other places too. This hallway in the middle, in case you just want to stop watching now, it's got a ton of video of urns on either side of this hallway. There are also a ton of urns in this room here, and there are some spattered up and down the hallways. In case you guys want to stop watching, feel free, and know that I appreciate you watching it this far. Hopefully, some of you got something out of it. All right. So, to me, it doesn't really matter which way you go. We'll go this way. Again, keep your eyes on the floor, looking for urns. You never know, the one you miss will be the one that has that 20,000 gold recipe on it. Okay. So you can already see the urns right there already. Okay. Now, there are mobs that spawn in this room, so just be mindful. If you come in here and there's nothing there, they are going to pop at some point. So if you get your buffs, put them on. And then start looting. So work your way. I usually go up one hallway and down the other. And again, the mobs that spawn in here, they're just normal mobs. But there are like 5 or 6 of them. And then there's some at the end of the hallway as well. And there's a boss at the end. Oh, there's one. Let's see. That's a blue one. That might be. Let's see what that one's worth. Yeah, just a couple thousand. But, hey, I'll take it. Alright. And frankly, if I don't know it, maybe I'll just use it. So. You know, I mean, there must be, I don't know, 100 of these. So there's blue motif, which I already know. But you will see those. I've gotten all the normal motifs. I've probably, as many times as I've run this, I must have gotten every one. Those are pretty common. But I did get the, oh yeah, so here they go. To have that happen. anything. Anyway, there's no making fun of me. I just got back to the stamina build, and I'm still getting used to the rotation here, so save those comments, guys. Alright, besides that, I'm not a very good player anyway. I will be, though. I'll get there eventually. Okay. Alright, so down here, and then we're up here. Okay, there are a few more urns in here. I know you guys are jealous of all those green thorax alchemy components I'm getting. Alright. Alright, now that we're prepared a little bit, just spaz out. Alright, so this is a boss room, but before you go after the boss, take your time and hit all these urns, right? This run for me is all about the urns, and if I get a couple, 3 recipes throughout, that's fine. I'm not big into provisioning, and I've got pretty much every provisioning recipe I can think of. A lot of them coming from here. I mean, it's pretty cool. Plus the extra loot zone is nice anyway. It's just the thing I gotta say that does get a little bit annoying is it's kind of a pain to destroy things in ESO. So you know, having all this junk, void and shadow steel armor is kind of annoying, but it's alright. It's not like it only takes a couple of minutes to do, so to get rid of it. Okay, another furniture recipe there. Okay. Now, as you make your way up, you will find a lot of people camp this guy. But there are urns up in the front too. You know, they're killing the boss, so I'm just gonna jump up here and get a piece of it. Nice. Okay. Ice Staff of the Pariah. Alright, so the last thing I'll show you before we'll call it quits, I won't, or actually I did say I'd show you the group event, didn't I? Alright, so this will be an extra long video that nobody will watch to the end, but that's alright, why not? Feel free to quit here if you don't want to watch to the end. This is the boss room. In case you are still with me though, one thing I do want to share is that, in case you're not aware, you can run these things every half hour. And I had done another video. If you haven't seen it, that one's a real quick one. It's a 5-minute run where you can get urns from Morrowind. There's a little cave right near a way shrine. You can redo these every half hour, okay, and have those urns repop. For me, farming for pariah gear or whatever, I mean, I guess it's okay. I like the craftable stuff myself. But, so for me, I just assume run that Morrowind cave. There's no combat in that one. Get all my urns looted, and then I might come here. This dungeon, you could run this. I'm sure a lot of you guys are way better players than me. You run this in about a half hour, maybe less. Maybe you do your dailies or your pledges, and then head back and run it again. So the inner keep, which also has a bunch of urns, is right here. So we basically came up, that's the main area over there, and then we went up that way. This door right here will take you to the forges. This one has a group event to it. But the main thing with the group event is that room has a ton of urns in it as well. Plus, it's kind of a cool fight. It's got a little lava aspect to it. That one's a little more involved, especially if you're lower CP. I have died, but like I said, I'm not very good. Especially now with this new build, I'm probably gonna die. But you can see all the urns that are in here. I mean, there's a ton of them. Oh, I think I am full up. I am. So what I'm gonna do is just ditch some of this stuff that I don't need. Yeah, so we'll use that. Let's see. Feel free to fast forward past this part in the video. I apologize. And this is kind of the drawback to running the urns. You get so much junk gear that, you know, but is what it is. Good enough. Okay, so we already knew that urn had junk. Okay, so in here is the group event. So basically you come in that front door, and then if you want to kill these mobs, I'm going to because there are urns next to them. Okay, so So we're just going to go down through, collect all of these. Like I said, they line the room here. And that's kind of the shtick with this thing, is, you know, that flame is going to work its way around the room. You don't have to be super mindful of it. Anyway, that's basically it. So I basically wanted to show you all the urns that excuse me, all the urns that you can find. My favorite place to go. I love this dungeon. I love the visuals in it. If you stuck around this long, thanks for watching. Give it a shot. Hope you enjoy it. Feel free to comment. Let me know what you think. And by the way, I mean, if you guys have videos, link them in the comments. Let me know. If you've got tips, anything you want to share, I'm always open to it. Be good to each other. I love the ESO community. Thanks for all of your support, and thanks for watching.